Good afternoon, everybody. This is Cheryl. This is All Things Cheryl coming at you. As you can see, I have a new toy here, and basically the new earplugs, new headphones. And my topic today is Saturday. Is going to be how social without being social. Social without being social, especially for me. I am kind of sort of an introverted person, and I stay on my laptop more so than anything. Since the coming of the digital world with the new and different platforms like Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, LinkedIn, and Facebook, and all of the other FaceTime and all of the other social media, I find myself more so connecting with the platform, those type of platforms. Why? It's because I don't know. I am a social person, but then again, I'm not a social person. And of course, I've talked to you all about me being basically a baby boomer. Born in 1953, worked for close to 25, 30 years. Stepped down from the working environment about somewhere around 7 or 8 years ago. Retired a little earlier. Basically, did some volunteer work, still doing volunteer work. And I went into mother passed away, older brother passed away, older sister passed away, which really took a toll on me. So basically what I did was I picked up and I basically relocated all together in a different city. Didn't know anyone, became homeless for somewhere around 2 years. 2 years, my family really didn't know exactly where I was or what I was doing, but I basically stayed in touch with a very, very close friend. And my purpose and reason for relocating was because it was very devastating to me. I had lost my mother, I had lost my older brother, I had lost my older sister. My older brother, when he passed away, I was subsequently in a shelter in New Jersey. I was able to find my way. A lot of people did not know, what was going on with me. So, but I decided to do it. I had a close friend who lived in Jersey, who prior before my oldest brother passed away, she had encouraged me to come and to, come and stay with her, and she would assist me. But you know how that goes. People push you when you're not ready to be pushed, and then you're living in other people's homes. And so I decided to put myself in a shelter myself. And basically what happened was that, and in order for me not to whine on the street and not to be basically influenced by drugs and all the other isms that goes with homelessness, I found out that, and of course I lived somewhere next to Rutgers University, and I live close to 3 universities. So basically what I did is that I found out that I could get into a program, and basically I did do that. And I enrolled into a 2-year college, Essex County College. And basically the reason why I really enrolled in school was to keep myself off of the street and keep myself from being influenced by drug addiction. And so what would happen was that when you're in a shelter and you live in a shelter, most people think that shelters are free, but in essence, shelters are not free. You do have to pay to live in a shelter. Basically, they say you have to pay for the bed that you are in. You have to pay for it. And so I subsequently in Jersey, I was unemployed, but I had worked for X amount of years, so therefore I was basically eligible for unemployment. So basically what I did is that I took some of my unemployment money that I was receiving and I paid for my shelter. In the meantime, what I did while going to school and paying for my shelter, I would get up early in the morning, because in shelters you have to get up early in the mornings because they don't want you to be in the shelters all day long without doing anything. So I enrolled in school, and so therefore I chose and I picked classes that was conducive to the times that I had to get up. And that sometimes that would be like excuse me, that would be like 7 or 8 o'clock in the mornings. And so I would get up at 7 o'clock in the morning and I would go to school. And I would go to classes. And some of the classes that I enrolled in I knew I wasn't a university person. I knew I wasn't in college. I knew I got very, very bored with being in classes, being in classroom. But I basically knew that I needed a place, in the wintertime when it snowed or when it got real hot, I needed a place to be able to keep myself. And so I went into the classes and I enrolled into a few classes. And a couple of the classes I enrolled in was communication and introduction to film. Now that was very, very good on my part because it was something that I was interested in, because before enrolling in Essex County College in Washington, D.C., I was already enrolled or had took some classes in the University of the District of Columbia. I don't know exactly what it's called now, but in the University of District of Columbia. And so some of the classes that I was taking I was very much familiar with it. But guess what, guys? I don't want to make this video longer than what I want it to be. So this is just an introduction to myself. It's because I've been making a lot of videos, and I do have videos that you can check out, but nothing as such as this one. I'm only going to go into I went into a little bit as to who and what I am, and the reason why I have a channel. And I really didn't give the channel a name until I'm basically using All Things Cheryl. And so basically what All Things Cheryl is, it is all the things that basically I'm interested in. And if you go and you check some of my videos, you will see that I am interested in a lot of things. And so, of course, being on YouTube, they want you to narrow it down. They want you to find your niche. And I believe I made a video called My Passion, where I had lost somewhere between 20 videos. And basically, I was up 5 o'clock in the morning doing a preview of Queen Sugar. And therefore, I got very, very frustrated. But, needless to say, I divest. So, this is All Things Cheryl, giving you just a little bit more information, a little bit more things about who I am. And I love what I do. Like I said, YouTube is no joke, especially, if there's something that you like and you like doing. And I do like what I'm doing. Until then, There are a couple of things that I would like for you to do. A couple of things, and actually, it's going to be 4 things. First one is I'm going to ask you to subscribe. Second thing, I'm going to ask you to hit that notification. The third thing I'm going to ask you to do is to share. And the fourth thing is I'm going to ask you to do is to like. Until the next time, until you see me again doing a review and a preview on episode 7, season 2 of Sugar Cane. And let me tell you, it's about to get hot and popping. Until then, until the next time, I say peace and love, and I'm out.